I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen, you bitch. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my clique. I need a 30 for 30.
All right, y'all. Today, we're going to get into what most of the world has gotten into already. One of the most debated, highly debated topics there is. Now, I understand that I've got a cap on that leans me towards what we're going to discuss. But
right.
that's just me.
Wrong.
That's just where I'm at. But I'm going to let my two homies, First and Ray, battle it out about the much discussed GOAT talk. Jordan or LeBron? I'm going to get out the way. I'm going to let Ray go first because he's a guest. This first time on the show. This the homie. Glad to have him on. So I'm going to let Ray go first. And then Wells a rebuttal. Let's go, Ray.
All right, listen. I have LeBron James as the greatest player to ever touch the court. Right? I'm going to tell you why. He's the best passer. He's a great rebounder. He's a scorer. He always makes the right play at the end of the game. Plays I don't agree with. I think he should take the last shot when he has the high hand, but he doesn't do that. That's not his game, though. You cannot hold that against him. He's been doing that since high school. So you cannot hold that against him. He's more like a Magic Johnson, right? And speaking of Magic Johnson, also Pat Riley has said that LeBron James is the best player they've ever seen. They also saw Jordan play, right? Now, the reason why I say this is because Jordan had one job. His job was to score. I know he won Defensive Player of the Year and scoring title and MVP. I know he did all that. Giannis did the same thing. And he went out in the first round, right? Well, no, second round, right? So this is like some things that Michael Jordan never did right here. There's 5 players to lead their team in all 5 major statistical stats. The NBA has been running for 74 years. There's only 5 players to do this, right? You got and the 5 stats I'm talking about is points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, right? There's 5 players to do this. One was Kevin Garnett. He won the MVP that year. He did it, right? You had Dave Cowens. Y'all don't know nothing about him. Y'all ain't old school enough, right? Scottie Pippen finished 4th in MVP voting whenever Jordan went there, right? Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James. That's the only 5 players in the history of the NBA to do that.
Can I ask what year LeBron did it? Do you have that?
What year he did it?
Yeah, what year did he do that? Lead his team in all 5. I thought you might have had it right there.
Nah, I didn't have it right here. I don't got it right here.
Okay.
But listen, by the time the end of this debate, I have it for you.
Okay.
All right. Now look. Also, okay, Jordan is known as a scorer, right? LeBron has passed Jordan in scoring, right? But it took him 5,000 more minutes to do it. It took him over 100 more games to overtake Michael Jordan for scoring. But he's not known as a scorer. However, it took him 1,200 less shots. A whole 1,200 less shots to overtake Michael Jordan, right? He did this by shooting a higher percentage from the field, a higher percentage from the 3-point line. Currently, LeBron James ranks 3rd in scoring in the history of the NBA with 34,241 points. Behind him is Kobe with 33 and then Jordan with 32, right? Think about this for a second. Andrew Iguodala was the 2015
Who?
Andrew Iguodala, Iggy.
Andre. Okay.
He was the MVP of the finals just for guarding LeBron James. That's it. You know what he guarded him for? Do you know what he held him to? 35.8 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 8 assists. Do you not know that they was thinking about giving LeBron the MVP in a losing effort? And that's only been done one time in 10 years. And then they was about to do that a second time, but they had to give the Iggy. Just because he held him. Listen, the standard for LeBron, averaging 28 points, about 9 or 10 assists, about 9 rebounds. That's a bad game to us nowadays.
That's not
He's made that. No, I'm saying, but for him, that is like nothing. Because he wakes up out of bed, roll out of bed, and he does that every day. Easily he does that. In 2018, he might have one of the, if not the greatest run in NBA playoffs history. In history. He hit a game winner against the Pacers. He hit the game winner against the Raptors, who had 60-plus wins, broke that team up. He has 50 going against Durant and the Warriors. His competition has been greater. Do not feed me no BS about no Utah Jazz, no Seattle Seahawks, whatever they name.
You drunk in the motherfucker. What is he talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. These Seattle Supersonics, whatever. Call them what you must. But you know what I'm trying to say about them.
Two different leagues. That's all I know.
They suck. They was not that good. Who they better than?
60 games.
Who was that better than that LeBron faced? The Heat. The
Mavericks. The Mavericks.
And them same Mavericks swept the Lakers with Kobe Bryant on the court. Swept them. And the San Antonio
You
Spurs
asked me who they were better than, I told you.
That year, Mavericks was on a mission. Nobody could stop Dirk Nowitzki. Nobody could stand in front of him.
I'm not giving you that one. Keep moving. I can't give you that one. Keep moving.
Okay, look, we had Lamar Odom on them. We put Karl Malone. Nobody could stop this. No,
quit saying we.
Quit
saying we, because you not no Laker.
I am to the core. I am a Kobe Bryant fan. Don't make me go get my Laker jersey on. But when it comes down to who's the best, LeBron's the biggest, the fastest, the strongest. He's been doing it the longest. It takes a lot to be in year 17 and still doing what he's doing. Like, you got to give, you have to give some kind of kudos for longevity here. At some point, you got to start saying Frank Gore got to be up there with the best running backs. You got to say that. You can't just keep on saying Terrell Davis better than him, but he couldn't stay healthy. In 4 years, 5 years, he was nice. But look, you can't just keep on saying.
So we comparing Michael Jeffrey Jordan to Terrell Davis?
You know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is longevity has something to do. You got to put that in the count.
You better make a better comparison.
Look.
Okay. For what?
So to clarify for your five players that led in all stats. 08-09 was the year that LeBron led the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were first in the East.
How many games they win?
They won 66 games with Mike Brown, but they lost to the Orlando Magic in the finals.
He had no business winning that many games.
Hold on,
he had no business going.
Who he lose to?
He lost to the Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals that year with a team of, now I'll give him his credit, he didn't have much. He had Daniel Gibson, Boobie Gibson, Ilgauskas,
All-Star,
Zerbiak, Varejao,
former All-Star,
Mo Williams,
All-Star.
That's it. That's what he had.
What Dwight Howard had?
Dwight Howard had
who ain't on his level.
Turkoglu. Do you have Rashard Lewis there?
Come on, Ray. Your boy lost to him.
Rashad Lewis.
No, because I just know when Jordan had a similar team, he only won. Yeah. When he had a team that he didn't have that many people on his team, he couldn't win. Like he had like.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You know he made the playoffs with like 39 wins.
So this is what I'm gonna do.
You know he made the playoffs with 39 wins with a similar team.
I'm gonna say
that LeBron had 60 wins with.
I'm gonna say the Ray. Great argument.
Wasn't no all-stars on that team that Michael Jordan had them 39 wins with.
Oh, he had somebody that's an average 20 with him.
Mo Williams was an all-star. Johnson was an all-star. Dave Corzine. Do you know who Dave Corzine is?
Who?
Do you know who Dave Corzine is?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Who?
That's who Michael Jordan had starting at center. So you too old to be up here doing that.
Bring up the guy.
I'm being Trump. I'm gonna stop. Go ahead.
Do you have any more pertinent facts to bring to this argument, Ray? Any more?
Yeah. Listen, because
all right.
Because listen.
I'm about to fall asleep over here. My God.
It's not your go. Listen. Because LeBron makes his teammates better. Like without LeBron, KD is sitting through all types of injuries. But guess what he got him? He got Taco Tuesday. He got him in Taco Tuesday, lifting weights and stuff, playing through injury. Kyrie was nothing without LeBron. Y'all want to talk about the shot that he hit in the finals, like he the closer or whatever. But guess what though? LeBron hit the first 6 shots, the last 6 shots before that shot to even get them in that position and had the block. All right. And then don't talk about no clutch or nothing like that, because LeBron has the most clutch game-winning shots in NBA history. You can look them up. You can put Kobe and Jordan together, and they don't have more than him.
Okay.
All right.
Are you done? Are you finished? Or you done?
Yeah. Let y'all speak real quick.
All right.
Because I'm killing y'all.
Wells, your turn. Please talk to him.
Lord have mercy. This ain't even finna be difficult.
Please talk to him. Do I need to like mute? Do I need to like stop my camera because it's gonna be that bad?
No, you need to just be right there. Sip good. Sip
all
good.
Right. I'm listening.
Okay. First of all, I'm not gonna use a 6-0 argument to whoop this motherfucker's ass. I'm not gonna use a 6-0 argument to whoop this motherfucker's ass. Okay?
Right.
I'm just gonna give you everything else. First of all, LeBron James got fewer championships, even though he's had better teammates than Michael Jordan. If you rank Michael Jordan's best teammates, anybody with sense gonna say his best teammates are Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Horace Grant, Tony Kukoc, and then goddamn it, once I got down there to the 5, I was struggling. I was trying to go Ron Harper, B.J. Armstrong, Steve Kerr, John Paxson. Look at who the fuck I'm naming.
Hey, you know how many?
Hold on. I let you speak. I'm speaking, Mike Pence. I'm speaking, Mike Pence.
You just double cup.
LeBron James' best teammates are Anthony Davis, Hall of Famer, first ballot. D. Wade, Hall of Famer, first ballot. Chris Bosh, Hall of Famer. The way the NBA do it, probably first ballot. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Let's go back through this again now. We talking Scottie Pippen compared to AD. AD's better than Scottie Pippen. I don't want to hear no. Stop it. AD go get you 30 and then be in first team all defense. When you folks talk Scottie Pippen, all they be doing is talk about, he's one of the best perimeter defenders ever. Scottie Pippen averaged 16 for his career. Stop it. Stop the bullshit. D. Wade is on the Mount Rushmore of 2 guards. Mount Rushmore of 2 guards. Dennis Rodman ain't a top 5 power forward of all time. He was a one-way player. You're crazy. He's a top 5 power forward. I can name 5 power forwards off the top of my head better than Dennis Rodman, Ray. What are you talking about? Can we give me a Tim Duncan, give me a Karl Malone, give me a Charles Barkley, give me KG, give me all these motherfuckers, man. What are we talking about? Give me Moses Malone. When Moses Malone, center power forward.
They consider him a center.
He a center?
They consider him a center.
Shit, Chris Bosh better than Dennis Rodman. What am I talking about? Chris Bosh better than before Chris Bosh got to down there with Bron, and that motherfucker was averaging 25 and 10.
He was an all-star.
All-star. What you talking about, man? Then we get to Horace Grant. So we comparing Horace Grant and Chris Bosh now. Then you get to Tony Kukoc. We comparing Tony Kukoc and Kyrie Irving now, huh? Get to Ron Harper. We comparing Ron Harper and Kevin Love, who had games of 40-20. Come on, man. Look who I'm leaving off of the list of his teammates. I'm leaving off Rondo, who go to the Hall of Fame. I'm leaving off Dwight Howard, who going to the Hall of Fame. I'm leaving off Ray Allen, who going to the Hall of Fame. And I ain't just talking about like Mike ended up having George Gervin at the end of his bench when he was a young player. I'm not talking about situations like that. I'm talking about these boys in the game making shots. Ray Allen really hit that shot. Rondo was really out there hooping for us. Dwight Howard was really out there hooping for us. What we talking about? You say Mike ain't never beat nobody. He beat the super team, Detroit Pistons. Folks like to talk about how they lost to the Pistons. In 1991, they swept the Pistons. They swept them. Swept the Pistons. You understand? Scottie Pippen came into the league in 1988. They went 5 with the Pistons. In 1989, they went 6. In 1990, when Scottie first made an all-star team, they went to 7 games, and they probably would have won that game, but that's the migraine game, but I ain't going to besmirch Scottie Pippen. Not only did Scottie not play well, Craig Hodges didn't play well, Horace Grant didn't play well, nobody on that goddamn floor played well other than Michael Jeffrey Jordan. But in 1991, they swept that super team. And yes, the Detroit Pistons was a super team. The Detroit Pistons had 3 Hall of Famers, and Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, and Dennis Rodman, and they got a 20-point per game score for his career. Mark Aguirre averaged more points for his career than Scottie Pippen. So they had 3 Hall of Famers in a possible, and Michael Jordan with 1 Hall of Famer right there with him, Scottie Pippen. Bron, to his credit, they beat the Warriors, a super team, in 2016 and 7. But let's look at it. Folks try to act like that series was lopsided. That shit wasn't. The Cavs should have been a favorite going into that goddamn series. The damn the Warriors had Steph, Clay, and Draymond, 3 Hall of Famers, and they Bron. What you laughing about? That's the 3 Hall of Famers. The Cavs had Bron.
Draymond is not that good without Steph and Clay. You see that this year.
Hold on. You help my argument then. You finna help my. So you saying then that 2016 victory ain't really like that then? If that's your case, that's what you're trying to say. You helping me then? What you doing?
You got the 2 best shooters of all time. Am I right or am I wrong?
But who rank the players on the floor? Who the best player on the floor?
LeBron was the best player on the floor.
LeBron the best player on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Who next best player on the floor?
He'll say Steph.
Steph, right?
Clay. No, I'm gonna say Clay.
You gonna say Clay? Oh,
I'm gonna say Clay.
Okay,
Clay
who next? Who next?
Then it'd be Steph.
Who next? Come on.
Shoot. Wait a minute. Kyrie on the floor.
Yeah, Kyrie on the floor.
I put Kyrie right there with him and Steph. They about the same.
They about the same. So how in the hell is that impressive by your standards? You're basically saying that the Cavs should have won. This shit shouldn't have went 7, and you just said Draymond trash. That's why y'all sucking his dick for that then, and then that shit ain't impressive. Hold on. I let you talk, Senator.
Go ahead. I'm speaking. Go ahead.
Though there was only 1 playoff series in which Michael Jeffrey Jordan was not the best player undoubtedly on the court. 1 playoff series, period. And that was his rookie year when he faced off again. I bet you don't even know who the best player on that team. Who was the best player? Since you would like to bring up what he did when he lost. Who was the best player that he faced off against in that Bucks series his rookie year?
Who was talking about Moncrief?
That was not the best player on the floor. Go watch the game. No, you only saying that because you're looking up shit and you.
I ain't looking up nothing.
Hold on.
Right here.
No,
I ain't talking about looking up right now. You going out either with Skip Bayless or Shannon Sharp or somebody.
No,
Sidney Moncrief was not the best player on the floor. He made it to the Hall of Fame. Terry Cummings was the best player. Terry Cummings was the best player. You ain't watched the game though. You ain't know that because you ain't watched the game. Terry Cummings would have went to the Hall of Fame if his ass didn't get hurt. Terry Cummings was the best player. They said he was the prototypical small forward for years to come. What are you talking about? He was dominant. Go watch the game. He was dominant. That was the only, for the rest of Michael Jordan's career, He was the best player on the floor, including when he faced off against the Big Three Celtics. They shouldn't even call them motherfuckers the Big Three Celtics because they had Bird, McHale, Parrish, that's 3 Hall of Famers. They had Dennis Johnson, Hall of Famer. They had Bill Walton coming off the bench, 5 Hall of Famers. 5 Hall of Famers in the rotation. And then they had Danny Ainge, who went on to make an all-star team. And still that team called that man Jesus and sneakers. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing. Hold on. I let you speak, sir. In contrast, LeBron was not the best player, even on his team, let alone in the series.
Stop it.
In the 2011 finals, he did not perform as the best.
No,
Jason Terry outscored him in that finals. After this motherfucker sat up there and promised us not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. What you talking about? Now, to refute all the bullshit that you sat up here and said, because I took notes. You said, are you saying that LeBron James is the best passer ever? You saying he's a better passer? He's a better passer than Jason Kidd? He's a better passer than...
We talking about Jordan, right?
Okay. Let's say you should have said better then. So you're comparing 2 people. You should have said better. All right. You say we
talk about Jordan and LeBron. So I'm like, he's a better passer, rebounder.
Okay. I got you.
All that. You can't argue nothing but points.
No. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. First of all, when it comes to rebounds, if you watch the game, you know goddamn well these folks getting these uncontested rebounds. Michael Jordan averaged more offensive rebounds for his career than 6'9", 260 LeBron James. That don't make no sense. In terms of LeBron always making the right play, I coach basketball. Sometimes the right play ain't for the pass to the motherfucker that's open. When I was coaching with Belmont Jackson High School, our head coach cussed our best player the fuck out after that boy had a 40-point game and he passed to a boy who was not about that life in the clutch because he told that boy, you made for that moment, your ass should have taken that shot. So sometimes, like Plies said, fuck a shooter, I'm my own shooter. Michael Jordan didn't need to pass to them boys all the time because fuck a shooter, he had a mid-range game. You can't blame him for that. He's all the way to the cup or he's three-pointer. That's his fault that he can't make a mid-range jumper like that and can't make free throws. You say he more like Magic Johnson. That's true. Magic Johnson only was winning shit with souped-ass team. Magic Johnson got a teammate in the GOAT talking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Magic Johnson not only had him, Magic Johnson had another all-star legendary player in James Worthy and had Byron Scott and had a legendary player in Michael Cooper. Stop playing with me now. You said that Pat Riley said he's the best. Well, Bobby Knight said that Jordan was the best before he even played an NBA game. What are you talking about? Quit playing with me. Jordan had one job to score the ball. You just said the man won Defensive Player of the Year. He was the best defender on his team. Don't let these folks fool you that they put Scottie Pippen on Magic Johnson in game 2 of the finals. Michael Jordan guarded that man the rest of that whole finals. Go watch the game. Michael Jordan guarded that man that whole motherfucking series.
We're having the first game.
Michael Jordan missed the game-winning shot in the first game.
What happened in the first game?
He missed the game-winning shot. What you talking about?
Magic had a triple-dub on him. They put Scottie Pippen on him.
You don't watch the game. Magic Johnson also had a triple-double in game 5. But your ass wouldn't know that because you ain't watched it. He had a triple-double in game 5 too.
If you're not careful, I'll go get one of my VHSs and bring it over here, and it'll say Lakers versus Bulls.
It's on YouTube. I got notes on it, partner. I can pull it up because I actually went back and watched the games. We were babies back then. We don't remember that shit, but you gotta go back and watch the game. You ain't put in no work. You brought up Giannis. You brought up Giannis and Michael Jordan. Stop it. Giannis is more comparable to LeBron James because Giannis need them shooters around him because he don't have no mid-range game like that. You can wall him off in his young days, just like you used to be able to wall off LeBron James. Stop playing with me. You said 5 players led in 5 stats, and you trying to use that to say Bron is better than Mike? Well, is KG better than Mike? Is Dave Cowens better than Mike then? Is Scottie better than Mike? Is Giannis better than Mike? If that stat means something, that means if that stat means something, then that means Dave Cowens better than Mike too. You must be out your fucking mind. Stop playing with me. Took less shots than Mike to score a lot. Whereas Shaq used to lead the league in field goal percentage. He's a big. LeBron got a better field goal percentage slightly, Michael Jordan was 50% for his career. LeBron is around 50% for his career. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Iggy won Finals MVP for guarding him in a loss. Jared West is the only one that won in a loss. Mike didn't lose no finals. So how can I compare that? How can I compare that? What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? You talking about in 2018, the finals run. He beat the Pacers led by who? Who led the Pacers in 2018? Who was their best player?
Who was it? Oladipo?
Is Oladipo an all-NBA performer?
That team was better.
Answer the question, sir.
The team was better.
Is Oladipo an all-NBA player, sir?
He's an all-star.
Is he an all-NBA player, sir?
I don't know.
You know goddamn well. All NBA mean
I don't know.
He's a guard. So all NBA would mean he's a top 6 guard in the league. Is Oladipo a top 6 guard in the league?
No,
he's not. He beat the Raptors. TJ tell you all the time about Kyle Lowry, goddamn ass.
They won 6 games.
You saw what DeRozan did when he came to San Antonio. He fucked up arguably the GOAT coach streak of going to the playoffs. That boy ain't built like that. Then you go to the goddamn Celtics, and they were led by Jason Tatum, who was a fucking rookie. Kyrie Irving was hurt, and Gordon Hayward was hurt, and they still took him 7 games. Stop fucking playing with me. Then you're talking about Bron's competition in the finals, and you're trying to act like Karl Malone ain't one of the greatest power forwards, if not the greatest power forward of all time. But see, Karl Malone got better stats than Tim Duncan. But y'all give it to Tim Duncan. Why? Because he better defensively and he got more rings. That sound like somebody else too, don't it? Sound like Michael Jordan and LeBron. Quit fucking playing with me. Longevity argument. You bring up longevity. Kareem is the GOAT then, if that's the case. Kareem did it till he was 40. Kareem got 6 MVPs overall. What are we talking about?
And Kareem was also the oldest MVP ever, I think. I think he was.
If we just want to talk longevity,
Kareem at this age, at 17, at his 17th career, 17 years, was averaging 22. LeBron averaged 28.
Let's address that.
And that was not his team.
The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. That's because LeBron came post Kevin Garnett and Kobe Bryant, because those guys opened the door for motherfuckers to come out of high school. Kareem could have come out of high school. T said he lost 3 games in high school?
Like 3 in high school.
But that's not what they did back then. So Kareem went to college, just like Mike went to college for 3 years, okay, and won national championship and won player of the year. So folks like to say, well, bro, if Mike could have come out of high school, he would have done it. Bullshit. Shaq is more of a freak than LeBron, and he didn't come out of high school because they just didn't do that back then. So when Luka and these one and done boys start passing Bron in stats just because they been in there a long time, I want to see how y'all gonna defend that then. Stop fucking playing with me. You say LeBron making teammates better. Then why did he win all his championships with guys that were ready-made? When it came to his teammates that in terms of winning the titles, D-Wade had already won a title without LeBron James. What about AD? LeBron did not make him better. AD was already averaging 30 points per game in the playoffs.
When he win though?
Without LeBron. Well, LeBron win without a coach. He didn't have no superstar with him. He had Drew Holiday, who I think is serviceable, but he ain't no superstar. What you talking about? Hold on, I'll let you speak, sir. In terms of Chris Bosh numbers went down when he came with LeBron. LeBron ain't make Chris Bosh good. Chris Bosh was already good. He ain't make Kevin Love good. Kevin Love was already good. Kyrie Irving was the first pick in the draft and won Rookie of the Year. You trying to besmirch that man and act like he was trash. The man was not trash. The team was trash. That player was not trash. In contrast, Scottie Pippen out of Central fucking Arkansas and Horace Grant, they on tape in The Last Dance saying that Michael Jordan grew them up as players. They on tape basically saying Michael Jordan helped coach that team. Quit fucking playing with me. In terms of Kyrie's shot, you talking about LeBron scored 6 points before that. That shot in 1993 that John Paxson made, that was the only point in the fourth quarter not scored by Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Stop fucking playing with me.
So look, can we do a quick rebuttal from Ray?
Hold on, I'm about to give that. This is my last point. He said Bron got more clutch shots in the history of the game? Well, it goes something like this. First of all, you just told us he played way more minutes, way more games, all that kind of stuff. That's one. Two, you can't make a goddamn game-winning shot if the shit ain't close. That shit overrated. I can't make a game winner if I'm beating your ass. It's just like in football, they say, well, this quarterback has this amount of game-winning drives. That shit overrated. If I'm whooping your ass, I'd much rather hand it off to my running back and let that motherfucker run the clock out than me having to come back. So if I'm beating your ass, I don't have to come back. I don't have to hit no game winner. Anybody with sense know who the fuck was built like that when it came to them game-winning shots. And you do too, and you know it. Drop the fucking mic. This man don't want to smoke with me.
Are you done?
Are you through or you done? Cause
you done? You feel you done? All right, look. All right, so look.
Quick rebuttal.
All right, quick rebuttal. All right, you said something about Paxson. Paxson led the league in 3-point shooting. Curry led the league in 3-point shooting. He had shooters around. Hey, listen. Let me tell you what else you said. You tried to downplay Ryan Harper like he was not that dude when he played with Cleveland Cavaliers.
He didn't.
The man averaged 20 points before Jordan came and got him. He averaged 20. Kukoc was the Michael Jordan over there where he came from. You remember they try to they try to take turns guarding him. Jordan tried to guard him. Then Scotty tried to guard him. They try to take turns. Listen, LeBron James is the first person who started orchestrating who they wanted on their team. Jordan did the same thing. The Bulls did the same thing. When Dennis Rodman was getting all those rebounds, leading the league in rebounds every year, that was big for their team. They had a bunch of role players. All Jordan is a bigger Darren Iverson. That's all he is. He had a bunch of role players doing whatever else he didn't need to do, locking up on defense. Got a good 3-point shooter over here or something. Got a good defender over here or something. He never had to guard the best player. Don't hit me with that. He had to guard the best player. He never had to guard the best player.
Bullshit. You're a liar.
No, it's not.
Go watch the Pistons series. He guarded Isaiah Thomas every time.
Isaiah Thomas had a 3-1 record over Michael Jordan. He does not have a winning record over Michael. Stop saying that Jordan has a winning record.
Defending player though. You said
just said that Michael Jordan did not defend the other team best player. That's bullshit.
Michael Jordan does not have a winning record over Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah had the
he does. He's 1-3 against Isaiah Thomas. Stop saying there's something about the Pistons because he don't have a winning record. He never beat the Pistons till they got old. So stop saying that. He didn't beat the Celtics till they got old. He didn't beat the Lakers.
Hold up.
Magic Johnson had AIDS when he beat them. He did not beat them till they got old. Then you had James Worthy was hurt in the series, right? He was hurt in the series.
Obviously you didn't watch.
Brian Scott was hurt in the series. How I know this man?
Because you're just quoting what these motherfuckers on TV saying.
No, I know this.
They didn't get hurt till like game 4, man.
But LeBron got a 1-3
I know
record against Steph.
Against who?
LeBron got a 1-3 record against Steph.
Who stepped out on the scene?
You said
no, because competition matters.
Wait, hold
on. Let me. How many Hall of Famers we talking with?
Well said. Detroit was the super team in the 90s.
No, in the late 80s they had a super team.
In the 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah,
they were the super team. Okay.
The Bulls made the playoffs with 39 wins
of today, and both of these guys are 1-3 against those teams.
Look, 39 wins. That's what the Bulls got in with.
So do you want to talk?
That's what they got in with.
Do you want to talk teams, or do you want to talk?
That's what they got in with. What they talking about? Michael Jordan was so great. 39 wins is all they needed to get in the playoffs. Stop it.
Okay,
they get in the playoffs nowadays with 39 wins
all the time.
Hold on, Ray. Let's go through because you're showing your lack of knowledge of the game to the people, and that's sad. First of all, you say Michael Jordan didn't have to guard the other team best player, which is bullshit. If you
name somebody then.
He guarded Isaiah Thomas each time.
He's 1-3. So name somebody else.
Hold on, no, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. No. You said he didn't guard him. And when he played against the Bucks, he guarded that. Pretty much whoever was the best
He
player.
didn't win that either. Go to somebody else, and he guarded the best player, and they won championship.
I'm not even talking about those Bucks in 1985. I'm talking about the Bucks of the early 90s, the ones that you don't even know nothing about. I'm talking about with Alvin Robinson right then. I'm talking about when they had the motherfucker coming off the bench who was their leading scorer. You don't know nothing about that because you're not going back to watching the game.
Right? You said Cummins, right?
That's in 1985.
86, 85, 86.
Right. That's 1985. Let me pull up my Michael Jordan notes then.
Okay. So look.
Because he don't know nothing about that.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something else you said, right? You said something about Kukoc. Kukoc of the 90s was rated the number 10 small forward of the 90s. Either you saying he's sorry, or you saying that the league watered down?
No, I'm saying is Tony Kukoc, is Kyrie Irving better than Tony Kukoc? Yes or no?
Let me finish.
Is Kyrie Irving better than Tony Kukoc?
Answer his question, Ray.
Yeah, offensively.
Then what the fuck you talking about?
A lot of players today are better than the players of the past.
No, we ain't doing that. Michael Jordan better than
we're doing that.
We're not doing that.
We're doing that.
No, we're doing no, we're not. That's like you saying that just because you played in the past that my boy Bobby Lee better than you in basketball. Then is that the case? The game has changed. They lift more weights than you did. Is he better than you in basketball?
He ain't bigger than me.
So we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up here.
Yeah, he's just talking nonsense. Hold on. He said one more thing that was bullshit. Hold on. I got to pull it up now.
All right. So
I got to pull it up. Let me share it.
You go first, and then Ray, you go first, and then I'll close it out.
See, this is something this motherfucking ass had to do. I actually put in work, America. You understand? I actually put in work. I got so far 1992 with my research. I have 50 pages of notes on Michael Jordan's playoff career. 50 motherfucking pages. This motherfucker ain't going back watching no games because he talking bullshit. He's saying stuff that don't make no sense, that Michael Jordan never had to guard the other team best player. Well, how in the hell could the man be getting goddamn defensive player of the year if he wasn't sticking no D? Now, when I mentioned the Bucks, I had to get somebody I had to get off the top of my head somebody who had their best score was a perimeter guy. Because one of the things Michael Jordan did was change the game. When he came into the league, he was drafted third because nobody thought that a guard like that could really lead the team to the finals. Yes, we know about Magic, but Magic had Kareem. Okay, I got that in my notes with a commentator on tape saying, yeah, he's good, but it'd be better if he was a 7-footer. He changed the game with that. Okay, so that was a time where the bigs were the ones that were dominant. It was a time where the lane wasn't wide open and shit like that. Okay, but let me go to what I'm telling you about. All right, 1990 playoffs. All right, Bulls versus the Bucks. This is the Bucks I was talking about in terms of they had Ricky Pierce was their leading scorer coming off the bench, averaging 23 a game. Michael Jordan guarded him. Michael Jordan, anytime there was a scoring guard in Michael Jordan's prime, see, 96, 97, 98, when he won 3 more championships, that's not Michael Jordan's prime, but that's what we old enough to really remember. Michael Jordan's prime is 85 and like 93, where he already had, he was the GOAT then. They were calling him the GOAT just off of that part before his daddy was murdered. What we talking about? You ain't watching the games, though. If there was a good guard on the other team, Jordan was guarding them, whether it was Isaiah Thomas, whether it was Magic Johnson, whether it was Ricky Pierce, whether it was whoever, he was guarding them. Stop it. Go watch the game.
All right, Ray, what you got?
All right, look. So look. There was no good guards back then. So, like when
Magic Johnson's arguably the greatest guard ever. What are you talking about? Isaiah Thomas is the top 5 guard ever.
They had to switch him off of him. Listen.
They did not do that.
This ain't nothing you got
for one game.
No, this ain't nothing you got to guess about. That was Pippen's job to guard him the rest of the series.
No, it wasn't. That's a lie. That is a lie.
Your thoughts on your role defensively on Magic, that big switch before game 2?
Well, it's helped us out a lot. And I think Michael realized that by stepping up and putting a lot more pressure on Magic, and I think that's why Phil stuck with Michael, because he was able to put a lot more pressure than what he did in Game 1.
Scotty, congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Where's Michael?
He's lying.
No, you can look this up. This is
I
not something you got to
watched the
guess
game.
about. This is nothing you got to guess about. He did not. Jordan was not. He started out on him. He got in foul trouble. You don't know all that. He got
That's
in foul
not,
trouble.
you're lying.
Hold on.
He dropped a triple double on Mike. They got him off of him. Rest of the series, that was Scottie Pippen's job to guard Magic
That is
Johnson.
a lie. That is a lie.
Listen, that is not a lie. That is
I
not
got
a
the
lie.
notes right here. You want me to
Here's what I
share
would-
it?
Here's what I would share with the people. All right. Go watch the tape. I'm gonna post this very very clip.
Exactly.
I'm gonna post it. But go watch the tape.
All right, so look.
Look at this. Hold on. You said that's game 2. Here go game 3 right here. Here my notes from game 3. Okay? Here my notes from game 3. At third, Mike guarded him until he left the game in the second
Who
quarter.
wrote this? Who wrote this?
It's me taking notes. I'm a scholar.
No, this is incorrect.
Mike guarded
This is
Magic
incorrect.
Johnson until he left the
This is
game in the
incorrect.
second quarter.
Do you
Pip
have notes
guarded
for that?
Magic some. You see this right here?
Hold on.
Pip guarded
Let me give
Magic
you some.
some in the second quarter. Mike back on Magic in the beginning of the third, still on him in the fourth.
We'll do it like this here. I want the people to hear this, see it, comment on some real shit. Now, don't be on that bullshit. Whoever.
How long, TJ? You ain't let me finish my point.
Wait, hurry.
You lying?
You need like
Okay. Look, cause he keep on jumping in when I'm telling him the truth, and he talking about he guarded Magic. No, he didn't. Scottie Pippen was the biggest factor in that series when he started guarding Magic Johnson. All right, that's fact. That ain't even that I got to think about.
Okay,
all right.
Games.
Now look. The top guards, shooting guards in the league in 1990s when Jordan was winning was John Starks, 6'3", 180. Jeff Hornacek. These top 10 players now, 6'4", 160, 170, 180, something like that.
Hey, now tell them who the best power forwards and centers were. Go ahead and name all them Hall of Famers.
Let me finish. Steph right now is like 6'3", 180. Bigger than the people that Jordan was guarding and going against. Jordan was bigger than them. He was stronger than them. That's why he dominated them.
That sounds like LeBron, don't it?
Jordan said, yes, exactly.
Listen,
if Michael Jordan was LeBron's size, then yeah, I probably would be saying he's the greatest of all time. But Jordan could not guard people like Steve Smith. He could not guard people like Magic Johnson because they were too big for him. So they put Scottie Pippen on him because he was longer. So he always had the games. Listen, Scottie Pippen said out his own mouth when they say, well, why Jordan never have to play? Because he said that wasn't his job. Phil Jackson said that wasn't his job. His job was just to score for us. We wanted him, which is smart. We wanted him to preserve his energy. We wanted him to preserve his energy, but he can score for us.
Watch the game. Michael Jordan, 85 through 93.
Guess what LeBron do?
Watch Michael Jordan, 85 through 93.
All right.
Guess what LeBron do? LeBron say, Derrick Rose cooking. He the MVP of the league. I got it.
Okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
Game winning shot in that same series. Oh, wait a minute. Jamal Murray, he cooking. I got it. That's this year. You know what I'm saying?
And LeBron also say Danny Green. LeBron also say Danny Green. I don't want this. Here you go, and you get the death threat. If you miss it, folks like Ray ain't gonna say shit to me.
Hey, look, TJ.
This is a Laker fan.
Look, TJ. He talking about the people that Jordan had to guard. The best shooting guards in the league: John Starks, Jeff Hornacek, Jamal Mashburn. Wait. Jamal Mashburn. Not Jamal Mashburn. He was small forward. But what's your dude's name?
I told you guard Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson.
He's a point guard. He's a point guard.
All right, because we gonna keep it moving.
He guarded him.
We gonna keep moving. I just want to ask one question. And then and then you just give me 15 seconds of commentary, and I'm done.
All right.
why does a man that is 6'9", 260, that they tell me runs like a guard, passes like a guard, is as big as any power forward, only have 6 all defensive teams compared to a guy that is 6'6", what we call him, 198? That what we said Jordan was, 6'6", 198, and has got 9.
He got up to 215, but they listed him at
215. He's got 9 all defensive teams
in 15 years.
15 seconds. You got 15 seconds.
LeBron James is the most scrutinized NBA player of all time.
Answer the question.
Did you answer my question?
That's why. Because listen, we all know who's supposed to win the MVP this year. We know who can win it every year. But guess who they give it to? You did you feel comfortable with them giving it to Giannis? We knew Giannis was getting up out of here.
What you just did
we knew he was getting up out of here.
The question. Because I'm asking you, because you're talking about LeBron, and you're talking about him stepping up in key points of the game and guarding Jamal Murray and all these people. I'm asking you, are you telling why is it that he is going to do that, but he does not have more all defensive teams than Michael Jeffrey Jordan? He
is the most hated player of all time.
You know what that is?
Is it another player in the NBA that's hated? Listen, you know how many votes he got for MVP this year? That was disrespectful.
It's called
that was disrespectful.
It's called want to. It's
no.
Hold on. Let me answer that. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna answer that, and then we're gonna move on. When Kobe Bryant has 1 MVP ever. Shaq has 1 MVP ever. Why? Because folks knew they were the 2 best players in the league playing on the same team. LeBron and AD, arguably the 2 best players playing on the same team. They canceled each other out. Stop that bullshit. Now, you see what's on the screen right there? You see what's on the screen right there? This is Kevin Durant's career achievements. 1 MVP, 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs. He has no defensive player of the year and 4 scoring titles.
He should be up there, though. He should have a defensive player of the year. Probably.
Hold on. So, and folks saying he one of the greatest of all time, right? He's a Hall of Famer, right? That's the gap between him and LeBron. KD's career is still the difference in achievements between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. I end that motherfucker like that.
What does that even mean?
Okay. Everything that KD has done, period.
Yeah.
Is still the difference between Jordan and LeBron. What I'm saying is this. You can take KD's whole career. KD only got 1 MVP. Michael Jordan got 1 more MVP than LeBron. KD got 2 championships. Michael Jordan got 2 more championships than LeBron. LeBron got 4 finals MVPs. Mike got 2 more finals MVPs than LeBron. KD has no defensive player of the year. Michael Jordan has 1. KD has 4 scoring titles. Michael Jordan has 9. So y'all be thinking, oh, KD right up there with LeBron. Well, if that's the case, Michael Jordan got KD whole career and more.
Who is y'all? Because I don't think like that.
All right.
You just said it's a toss-up earlier.
No. I say he's number 2.
Okay.
If he's number 2 with that, then what is Mike with more? If he's number 2 with
Mike
1 MVP,
don't do nothing but
score. If he's number 2 with 1 MVP, what is Mike with 5? If he's number 2 with 2 titles, what is Michael Jordan with 6?
If you're telling me, I got you, Wells. If you're telling me that Jordan is only a guy that can score, that's it.
No. But that was his job. That's all his job was.
You said all Mike did was score.
I blame Joe Forbes. Because Joe Forbes is the one that recommended Ray for this segment.
Mike's
I blame Joe.
Were cap.
What?
That's what you telling me. If you telling me that all Mike can do is score.
Listen to this. This right here.
I'm finna wrap
this up. I blame you, Joe. I'm putting you on because I blame you.
I'm wrapping this up. Let me say this. Joe, listen. Hey, Joe, let Joe stop me. Let Joe stop me when I'm lying.
I blame you.
Hold on. Let
Joe
stop me when I'm lying. Joe, let me talk. Let me talk.
Your fault.
Listen. Let Joe stop me when I'm lying now. If you know the game of basketball, stop me when I'm lying. When the Bulls was winning, they had arguably the best small forward in the game. They were Scottie Pippen and Grant Hill. That was the two best small forwards in the game. Maybe Jamal Mashburn, Dallas.
You see the drop off? You see
Come
the drop
on.
off?
Let him go. Come on, Ray.
Okay. Look, so you got Scottie Pippen, the best small forward in the 90s, right? You can put him on anybody, lock him up. He's the best small forward in the 90s. You got Tony Kukoc, top 10. You got two of the top 10 small forwards in the league. Michael Jordan was the best shooting guard in the league. You got Jamal Mashburn. You got Mitch Richmond. He ain't never make the playoffs. You got John Stark. You got these are the top 10 now. I'm not lying to you. Stop me when I'm lying. Okay, you got three of the top. You got Michael Jordan the best, Scottie Pippen the best. Then you got Tony Kukoc in the top 10. You got Dennis Rodman, the best rebounder in the game. The best in the game. Ron Harper averaged 40 before he got there.
No. Quit saying before he got there. Ron Harper, hold on.
Let me finish. No.
Ron
Harper had the best three-point shooting percentage. Let me finish.
Ron Harper averaged 7 points, 6 points, and 9 points.
They always had the best three-point shooter in the league, whether it was John Paxson, Steve Kerr. What's the other one that won the three-point contest? What's the other one, Joe? Help me out here.
Craig Hodges.
They always had that, right?
Come on. They had
a solid bench or whatever. Stop acting like these Bulls, because when the Bulls, when Jordan retired, they won 55 games before Jordan retired. When he retired, they won 53. Stop playing with me, man.
Okay, now, how you doing?
53 games. They only lost 2 games with their best player gone. Stop playing with me. When LeBron left, Cleveland lost 13 games. Stop playing with me. They were the number one pick for 3 years in a row. And then when he left again,
you finished fucking bullshit. All right, let's finish.
Stop playing with me. So who has the greatest impact on their team? Who is the most valuable for real? Because we didn't see nothing. We didn't see no games. We saw 2 games. But when there was LeBron left, we saw, man, nobody wanted to play no more. The Water Boys left. The freaking Town Girls left. The cheerleaders left. Everybody was like, oh, LeBron left.
He doing too much. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, William.
You bring up Ron Harper, just so y'all know. When Ron Harper played with the Bulls, Ron Harper averaged 7.4 points per game, 6.3 points per game, and 9.3 points per game.
Like Kevin Love, don't it?
Ron Harper, Kevin Love was an all-star. Even in 2018, I just let you say all that bullshit. Stop it. Ron Harper got hurt. That's why Ron Harper fell off from the Cleveland days. Kevin Love didn't get hurt. He just became LeBron's third wheel. That's why his numbers went down. Just like Chris Bosh. And I commend Kevin Love for that. Because it's the same thing Mark Aguirre did. When Mark Aguirre went to the Super Team Pistons, his numbers went down as well, but he did that so he can win. But you wouldn't know that because you don't watch the game. Now you said something about Tony Kukoc being one of the best, Scottie Pippen being one of the best. D Wade ain't a bet. Hold on. D Wade is a top 5 shooting guard all time. Stop fucking playing with me. AD is the best big in the entire league. Stop fucking playing with me. Kyrie Irving was a top 5 when he played with LeBron, top 5 point guard in the league. Stop. You just said that he right there with Steph, and you didn't call Steph the GOAT before. America, this motherfucker done said Steph Curry the GOAT. Why am I even debating this motherfucker? T, move this shit on.
Go. Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.